one of the things that is unique about Donald Trump is that he is not actually afraid to use identity politics in order to organize movement politics of his own, right? He is not afraid to lean into whiteness as a means of organizing people. He is not afraid to lean into masculinity, right? We talk about this kind of anti-wokeism or blah, 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 but that is also an identity politics in and of itself that he wasn't afraid to use as part of this larger grievance populism that didn't actually offer solutions, but instead said, I hear you, I understand you, you're right, validates those grievances, and then gives people immediate scapegoats, very cheap and easy and superficial scapegoats. So I think as we think about the future and moving forward, and what are the kinds of things that we need to see, I think we need to see a movement politics that is unafraid to quote unquote take the risk of, leaning into the most vulnerable populations in our nation. That is the kind of thing that motivates people to come out. That is the kind of thing that convinces people that democracy, even as they're being loyal and they are working for it and saying, we're going to cast ballots for it, they are doing it in a way that is far more enthusiastic. After you do that, perhaps the most important thing is it's not simply enough to mobilize a movement. You also have to institutionalize a movement. Otherwise, it just dissipates. And we move right back into this cycle of, rightward shift, Democrats get blown out of the water, democracy in crisis, in crisis, and, figures like, Donald Trump rising to power quite quickly. So we have to think about what are the kind of politics that actually speak to the most vulnerable populations in this country. But then also once we have those politics, once we have those things outlined, how do you organize and institutionalize them in a way that has lasting and long-term benefits?